Alright guys, I think I have both cameras going. Waiting on the go. Anyway, made it to the finals. Finals are happening here Saturday. Lakeland, Florida. National STOL Series. Starting, I'm in group Echo, number 4, so you might hear them say Echo 4. I'm number 4 in this lineup. Yeah, I've been watching these flags. You can see the flags. Man, they've been, there's a crosswind from the right side of the runway, and now it's a crosswind from the left side of the runway, and earlier I was watching the flags, and there were several of them pointed different directions, like completely. A couple of them were pointed toward each other earlier, so we're definitely fighting with some squirrely winds here. This is a live feed, so I'm sure it'll be up to where you guys who maybe can't see it live can pull it back up later. Told the guys earlier, I think I got the plane is awesome. I mean, the Zenith 701 is just an absolute blast to fly. This one uses the UL power. I've got 130 horse. Performance is, I mean, it's just excellent. All the way around, it's excellent. Fuel burn, power, climb, you name it, and it does a really, really good job. I'm using the Duke prop. Duke has been great to work with. I'm actually going to try a different blade profile here after Sun and Fun and see if that changes things a little more. Trying to tweak the top end performance just a little bit more than what we've got it so far. I think I've told you guys before, I built this for comfort flying around the farm. It's really a heavily built 701, so never did build it planning to compete. Could definitely build this exact same airplane and drop. I feel like you should be able to drop 100 pounds from what this one weighs if you build it just considering that you wanted to build it light. All stock, no modifications to this thing as far as performance. Stock engine, motor mount came through Zenith. No real performance mods. This is pretty much an all stock airplane, airframe.
On the airboss you released.
They just released us.
Go on, take the line. Go on, go. You take the line.
The winds are crazy. I mean, look at these flags, guys. Flags are, I'm seeing flags turn all kinds of different directions.
Line.
I'd rather have it dead calm as I had to have all this squirrely stuff that we're having to fight.
3 go. 4 to the line. Go. Up the line. Five go. 6 to the line.
Yesterday's qualifiers, I really felt like I wasn't nearly as good as what my airplane's potential is.
7 to the line.
I've kind of kidded around. I think the airplane's dialed in pretty well. If I can just get the pilot to cooperate, we could probably show some pretty decent takeoff and landings here. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm still, I feel like I'm still learning a lot. I'm still a reasonably new pilot.
7 go.
Comparatively, that I don't know how much time these guys have got. I've got just barely over 600 hours in this one, and that's most of my pilot life right here.
As if you want to widen out on the downwind a little bit for spacing.
I've definitely got a lot to learn.
Down, boss. 4, keep your downwind a little tighter. Catch up the guy in front of you. Down, boss.
And I know some of these guys have decades of experience on me, so. Anyway, number 1 is very short final right now. Number 2's just turned final. Number 3's on left base. I'm just about to turn left base. They told me to speed up just a little. Of course, I'm
6 if you need widen out a little bit so spacing ahead.
When I put my flaperons down to full and get my final approach set, it's like putting on air brakes. I mean, it really, really slows this thing down. I'm in the 40s now. I'm about to make this left base to final turn in the 40s. All right, let's see what happens here. Get a good run.
That's right. No delay off the runway. Thank you.
Those flags being squirrely from here.
No delay.
That felt pretty good. I don't know how good it actually was, but I'm going to continue to try to improve it here. I've got another round or two. Hopefully this picks this up. I'm trying to get this where you guys can see the full 360. Like you're riding with me. Maybe it'll be a different perspective and enjoyable. You can see the kids out here waving and stuff. I'll honk at them here in just a minute. I have a lot of fun. I have so much fun with this airplane, guys. It's just, you can't even describe the amount of fun.
Okay, let's try all this again. Echo 1 to the line.
I just got some good news through a text. I've been hoping to hear this. I was like, my last run was pretty
Echo 1
decent.
go.
Always good to try to improve. And I touched down past the line. You know, you're always on the STOL competition, you're trying to touch down right on the line, and it's, yeah, you know, when we're working with just a couple of feet off the line either way, it's a top competition. Second place guy in qualifiers was 6 feet behind me yesterday, so I know I've got to be on my game.
3 go, 4 take the line.
Still seeing flags go 2 different directions here. Man, who knows what it's going to do.
Go, 5 take the line.
That that felt pretty good. But I mean, sometimes when these things feel good, they're not your best. You know, if I can get a good landing to go with that, that'll be a good run. Anyway, guys, if you haven't flown in a competition, if you're new to the STOL stuff, like they always say, practice, practice, practice. And I'm guilty of not getting the actual STOL practice that I need. My STOL practice really happens when I go in and out of my little short strip. Anyway, if you haven't done a STOL competition before, I highly suggest you give it a try. You don't have to be the shortest. You don't have to be, you know, you don't even have to make the qualifier, but it is a really, really cool crowd. The spectators are totally awesome. The pilots you fly with are, you know, they're second to none. You're flying with the best of the best right here at these competitions.
7 go.
The experience is unreal. They're putting on a good show. The whole organization's doing a really good job with all of it. Probably speed up just a little bit. They'll fuss at me here in a second and say, hey, you need to speed up, because there's no doubt I'm probably the slowest airplane out here. Flatten my pitch just ever so barely. Other than flattening my pitch and dropping a little bit of air pressure, this airplane's 100% the way I built it. I haven't made a single modification to the plane since I built it.
Yeah, 5, if you could tighten up your downwind a little bit. 6, just keep it a little slightly wide for spacing. Head slightly to your left.
Really cool. The crowd's cool, but it's really neat to know that you can build a plane like this for a lot less money than you can some of the others that are out here, and have as much fun as what I'm having with this thing. It's just ridiculous.
I think that's a scratch.
There's somebody just scratched, and when you start hearing scratch after scratch, I don't know how many of them have, I haven't been paying close enough attention, but when they start scratching back to back, you know the winds are really squirrely, and that happened a lot yesterday in qualifiers. I was
He's exiting.
Hearing quite a few scratches on the radio. Anyway, I've got full flaps in. I wasn't even looking at my speed. I was paying attention to my trim. Maybe I should look. My speed is in the 40s again here on approach. That's one of the things maybe I'm guilty of doing something not right here, but I do not watch my speed. Most of the time I watch it to be sure I'm within the flaps down range, make sure I'm not overspeeding them. But when I get on this kind of approach right here, I'm looking out the window and I'm feeling what the plane does. The one ahead of me is about to touch down now, so on radio silence until I make this work.
No delay down the runway, please.
Winds are very squirrely. Should have been on the brakes harder. I felt that was actually my tail that hit instead of my gear. That would have been better had I been on the brakes. Man. I dragged the tail across the line. Shoot, I think I had that. Oh well. If they had a contest for who was having the most fun, I think I would have that in the books.
These last 3 past the start line, then I'll launch up.
I would like to put a distance down that I could say I really felt like I was doing the capabilities of my plane, and I haven't met the capabilities of my plane yet, I don't feel like. And that's all. I really feel like that's all. Learning curve, it's practice, which like I said, I haven't practiced just the all-out short takeoff stuff. with a point to go for.
Forward to line. Forward, go. You can tighten up your downwind a little bit.
I'll actually look at my speed this time, guys. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit more. I was right there on the flap speed, but I'm getting pretty close to number 3 there, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit, get myself some room, and I'm gonna go back to my trim screen so I can see what's going on there. All my engine gauges up. I got full flaps. I'm going, again, like I said, I take my speed off, so I don't have no clue what I'm actually going. It's got to be in the low 50s or probably 40s at this point. Could have been better, but I am happy with it. I think I've had a couple of pretty decent runs there. I think it was sub 100, maybe landed on all those, so we'll see how the final results come out. Last burst of power got me on this last run. Not hitting the brakes got me on the one before that, so that's just guessing without hearing back from anybody. I'd say my first run's probably my best run, so that'll be like usual. My first run's my best, and it goes downhill from there.
Echo Flight, come on down to park.
Another beautiful jet aircraft right there ahead of me. We need some more Zenith in these things, guys.
Foxtrot Flight, you guys all in order?
Hopefully. I believe so.
All righty. Red and white cub, there'll be a yellow cub coming out left to right behind the L2 there. You can continue in and change to ground boss now. Everybody on the Echo Flight, change to ground boss.
Well, there you have it. That's my class in the National STOL. Very, very, very much fun though. So I'm going to go ahead and open my door here. And I'll just have to twist my airplane around here for just a second and tie down, and I'm good. So you guys have seen the full run here at National STOL from the cockpit view. Hopefully that all worked well, and well, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.